Gennady Golovkin, in his toughest test as a fighter, has to go through a guy with tremendous punching power who knocked out 3 of his last 4 opponents, and he took his punch solid. E-King Fight News here. And post-fight to Gennady Golovkin, TKO Curtis Stevens. It was a mercy stoppage as the corner took control and decided it was enough for Curtis Stevens, who took a lot of damage, and I believe was the 8th round. The stoppage came towards right at the end of the 8th round. Tremendous fight. As always, Golovkin brings excitement, and Stevens brought that same element, that danger element that we expected him to bring, and this was definitely an excellent fight. Stevens, the first guy in recent memory to give Golovkin rounds since Gabriel Rosado, and just a tremendous performance by Gennady Golovkin. Really, staying mentally strong, taking shots when he had to, and dishing it out, and banging to the body. My goodness, Gennady Golovkin unleashed some wicked body shots that sent Curtis Stevens back to the ropes several times. In fact, I was shocked how he took those body shots and kept punching back, and you could tell it really stopped Curtis Stevens' movement to the point where all he can do is have his back against the ropes, and he's just sort of walking sideways against the ropes because that's all he can do. Golovkin does an excellent job cutting off the ring like no other. This foot movement and cutting off the ring that Golovkin does is unparalleled to any fighter. I think fighting today, Golovkin is the best at cutting off the ring, and he does it to everyone he fights, where they're just left against the ropes and taking punishment. That's what Golovkin does. He breaks you down physically to where you're exhausted, you're up against the ropes, you have your guard on, whatever defensive guard you have, and you're just defending, trying to get a counter on Golovkin, and you're just in bad positions consistently because Golovkin puts you in bad positions. Because in the middle of the ring, you saw what he did against the dangerous left hook. He threw his own left hook, knocks down Stevens in the 2nd round. Stevens looks like he's out. Like his expression and reaction to the knockdown was unbelievable if you look at his face. And when he got up, he did not have his legs at all. Fortunately for him, it was towards the end of the 2nd round, and he did recover in the 3rd, which was another sort of one-sided round, but he did fire back on some shots. I believe Stevens had a good 4th round where, Golovkin was winning the majority of the round, and then he came back with 6 or 7 punches where he was against the ropes, and he just landed this quick combination. I think he got a left hook right hand, and he backed Golovkin up, and then he kept backing him up with just quick combinations. So give credit to Curtis Stevens. This guy's a hell of a fighter, and he definitely tested Golovkin's chin. And this is the kind of test we wanted to see Golovkin in. Can he take shots from a guy who's not going to just fold when he gets hit with one of the Golovkin's left hooks? Because he didn't fold. He got right back up and gave Golovkin the business. And Golovkin took it well, weathered the storm and kept whooping ass, man. Golovkin's a real deal. Post-fight, he calls out Sergio Martinez, Peter Quillen. This guy's open for everybody. This is the kind of champion we want to have in boxing. And this is why, his popularity only grows at this point. Tremendous job. I'd love to see him in there with the elite at middleweight, whether it's Peter Quillen, whether it's Sergio Martinez, whether it's even Darren Barker. I'd like to see that fight. But I know Darren Barker wants nothing to do with a guy like Gennady Golovkin. There's no way Darren Barker takes this boy's body shot, I'll tell you that much. You know, maybe we might see Martin Murray. I don't know who's next for Golovkin, but he wants the best, and he deserves it at this point. Uh, Guys like Tim Bradley. This guy reminds me of Tim Bradley in a way where, you know, he deserves to fight the best, but the best don't want it right now. You know? So, that's what it is, guys. Tremendous performance by Gennady Golovkin. Takes down another hungry contender and moves on to bigger and better things. Tremendous knockout victory. Let me know what you guys think. It is what it is. Peace out. Take care.